Do you think Putin is comparable to Jesus, or do you think it's absurd to say this? Perhaps you even think it's appalling to make the comparison? Welcome to today's free discourse video. Today, we're going to have a look at Vladimir Putin's comparison of himself to Jesus Christ, which has generated some strong opinions. At the heart of this discussion lies Putin's recent use of religious imagery and his efforts to instill traditional values among young Russians. So, what does this portrayal of Putin as a defender of Orthodox Christianity mean for the future of Russia? And how will it affect the country's political landscape and international relations? Putin's comparison of himself to Jesus Christ, coupled with his emphasis on the need to protect Russia's cultural heritage, offers a revealing glimpse into his vision for the country. By quoting the Bible and speaking of his divine mission, Putin underscores the significance of shaping the worldview of young Russians. But these religious undertones also resonate with the broader population, particularly in a country where the majority identifies as Orthodox Christian. It's also the case that Putin's alignment with the Russian Orthodox Church and his role in justifying military action in Ukraine raise complex questions about the intersection of religion and politics in Russia. As the Putin administration officially calls military operations a holy war and issues blessings in support of national liberation, the boundaries between state and church become increasingly blurred. But the implications of this religious rhetoric for Russia's domestic policies and international standing remain to be fully understood. As we explore Putin's attempts to shape the values and worldviews of Russia's youth, it's essential to consider their long-term effects. Polling data suggests that young Russians exhibit high levels of patriotism but show limited engagement in democratic processes. With Putin declaring initiatives like the Year of the Family to encourage population growth and simultaneously restricting the rights of LGBT+ groups, the social and political landscape of Russia is undergoing significant transformation. But how these efforts impact the future trajectory of the country, both domestically and on the world stage, is a matter of ongoing analysis and debate. But what do you think about this? At the Free Discourse channel, we value the views of everyone and hope that our videos help you to formulate your own opinions. So, let's think about what views the public will hold on all this. It's evident that there is a range of opinions on this. Some will express deep disgust and condemnation of Putin, seeing him as morally deprived and even criminal for comparing himself to Jesus, especially given his decision to wage the war in Ukraine. People with this view will likely see Putin as a dictator and will believe that he should face justice. Others will approach the matter differently. They may question the comparison made between the Putin and religious figures like Jesus by highlighting the contradictions between the actions of Putin and the teachings of Christianity, expressing skepticism and disbelief at the comparison. People with this view will emphasize the importance of integrity and authenticity in religious beliefs, suggesting that such comparisons are unwarranted and even offensive to some. However, there will also be those who draw parallels between Putin and historical figures who utilized religious symbolism to advance their agendas and bolster their authority. They might highlight how leaders throughout history, particularly authoritarian ones, have strategically employed religious imagery and rhetoric to cultivate a sense of divine mandate and legitimacy among their followers. By likening Putin's actions to these historical precedents, people with this view will aim to contextualize his behavior within a broader historical framework, perhaps arguing that he is not a historical outlier in attempting to use religious symbolism to promote himself. So, what do you think? I hope this free discourse video has helped you to understand this topic more clearly. If so, don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing for regular updates on the most important of world affairs.